Well, hi there, Trevor here from Double Bill Movies, and this is the third episode in my little series of how physical media is made. Now I am walking towards a very, very special location, used for multiple movies actually. This is also a place I used to work, and the job where I did the quality assurance was housed at this place. So, going back to quality control, we have done all the initial watching of the content, wait for the car, prior to it being encoded. Then we've had it encoded and I've watched a version of it on a disc. Then we started to build the disc around the content. Then other testers will do all the menu navigation. It's going to be very noisy with cars, so not much choice on that really. Anyway, so we've done all the navigation and we're starting to get to the point where the disc is nearing completion. Now this could be weeks, or if there's lots and lots of menus and lots of bonus features, this could be a couple of months of work. Also, if there are never mind, if there's more than one territory that this disc is going to, then a disc will have to be created for each territory. And obviously this can also take weeks or months to do each disc. But the fun part is obviously doing what we call the watch throughs, where basically you sit down and you watch the main feature on the disc, be it a movie or episodes. And so if there's a multi-channel soundtrack, you know, your 5.1 or your 7.1, and you have to basically listen to all the channels and make sure that there's no horrible pops or clicks. Wow, this is busy. Pops and clicks, and even if any audio is actually missing. Now sometimes it's really hard to determine if there's any audio missing, but it's doable and I've done it on many occasions. Sometimes it may be panned the wrong way, so a vehicle goes from one side of the screen to the other and the sound goes the opposite way. That's not good. That's going to confuse you guys, the viewers, well, and me as well. Obviously I watch movies. So anyway, once all those watch throughs are done and the disc can finally be signed off, then a master will be made, and then it will be sent for replication. Now that's a whole different thing. Nothing I have anything to do with or ever have done. Anyway, I'm at the main gates of the wonderful location that I used to work at, and I'm slightly gutted that the old sign isn't there anymore, because if I show you this building you'll be like, well, what's that? But then there is a sign I can show you that tells you a little bit further down the road is the main entrance to Pinewood Studios, the world famous Pinewood Studios. And that little sign there, I'll get a bit closer, says that the next roundabout takes you directly into Pinewood Studios. And for 7 amazing years I worked in this place, and oh, it was just fantastic. You couldn't believe it, and you'd sort of pinch yourself every time. The first production that was being worked on when I started here was Johnny Depp's adaptation of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Funnily enough, the last thing that was in production when I left here was Johnny Depp in Dark Shadows. Like I said, 7 years of absolute amazement, and I shall probably sit down, not here because it's too noisy, it's very hot, it's a lovely day, beautiful day, but right behind me is if you look at old pictures of these old lovely gates, you will see the old Pinewood sign, and it changed over the years. But if I show you this rather boring road sign, it does say Pinewood Studios. And now I can't go in there, I can't take a camera in there and show you anything. All I can perhaps do nothing to see really, is there? That's how amazingly well hidden these things can be. So that is the end of the quality control aspect of manufacturing a Blu-ray or a DVD, or nowadays a 4K disc. Wait for this rather noisy car to go past. So the next stage, which I used to do here in the building just the other side of those gates, called the East Side Complex, was quality assurance. And I will do the episodes for those somewhere different. But I was really excited to sort of come back here, and I have asked permission to do this. The security on the gate do know that I'm doing this, and I've parked within the grounds in the visitors car park at Pinewoods, because obviously I didn't want to just put my car somewhere where it shouldn't be. Oh, this place brings back so many amazing memories. I got to visit the studio on a very rare open day, the 70th anniversary. That's, you know, quite a few years ago now, but the 70th anniversary, and they had all sorts of props out and things like that. Now, one thing I have told a couple of other YouTubers in various comments when I first started this channel was that I used to turn up for work every morning, and I used to pull into the main gate. Not always this gate, sometimes I would go through that entrance there, but there's a whole new set of gates that have been designed, so they got this new security office and everything like that. And anyway, it would take me past an old shed, and what was in that shed? Well, there were some movie props in that shed, and right in the window was a face hugger. So I got to say good morning to a face hugger every morning from the Aliens movie, and that was great fun. I really liked that. And when I had my pass, which I will dig out somewhere, and I will show you my old Pinewood pass, and you know, I was able to wander around anywhere in the grounds, just not into any of the sound stages, you know, which is where all the movie magic goes on. I did see some famous people here. Among them would be Ruby Wax, Barbara Windsor, and I did see, and I must remember his name, very tall German gentleman who was in Band of Brothers and has been a Nazi officer with a very square jaw in many a World War II movie. I can't remember his name, but I did see him in the car park. Now, we were told no cameras, obviously, no photography, and you're not allowed to ask for autographs, because in those gates and within the confines of these fences and walls and whatever, all those movie stars and those famous people, they're working. That's their place of work. So you imagine if you were sort of famous but you had a day job, and at your day job all these people kept coming to ask for your autograph, that wouldn't be much fun. You wouldn't be able to get any work done. So yep, it was very strict, and I would love to have gone up to some of them and spoken to them, and you know, if you had the opportunity and you were near them, or you were queuing in the lunch queue and they were having to be behind you, I'm sure you could spark up a conversation. But so anyway, yes, this amazing place, that is Pinewood Studios. Just wow. You know how well hundreds of films have been made here. Some of the biggest films, Superman the movie was made here. Some Hitchcock movies were made here, and so many films, and there's other studios, Shepperton Studios and what's the other one? They're all sort of tied together now. They're all under one kind of umbrella. Yeah, many a film. Event Horizon, which has just come out on 4K, that was filmed here. And of course, all the Bond films, or most of the Bond films. One or two were not. And I've got to walk around the outskirts of the Bond stage, and actually, when the doors were open, you can look in. Obviously, you can't take any pictures, but you can look in and you can maybe kind of gauge what sort of set and everything is being constructed in there. But yes, well, like I said, doing the watch throughs on all these amazing movies, it was kind of full circle. The movies were made here, they went out in the world to all the cinemas and all the TV stations, and now obviously streaming stations, and then they would get put onto disc, and with the quality assurance part, they would end up in our hands. We would do our final tests before going for full replication, and then out to the shops to you guys, and me of course. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little short video. Sorry about all the noise in the cars. I hope it hasn't spoiled it too much, but I can't stop the traffic. I'm not famous. But I did work here at Pinewood Studios for 7 years, and like I said, fantastic 7 years of my life working here every day, saying hi to the face hugger. And the Queen turned up here to open the new entrance that was, I mean, I could walk around actually and at least show you that. While there's no cars. And she got shown around the studios, and we were a little bit cheeky in that every time she saw people, she would wave at them. So we kind of knew where she was going to go next, which road to go by, so we kind of kept running to the next road, and so she'd wave at us again and again. And at one point she was literally right in front of me. She was handed some flowers by a little girl, and now these gates, that's what used to be called Timekeeper's entrance. That was the first entrance that I used to use when I worked here. But the whole complex has changed massively over the years, and since driving back here, going further that way, there's now more studio, the opposite side of the road. There, they've got more sound stages. If I just come up to here, turn around and show you the, because I don't want to get into trouble. But I'm allowed to do anything outside, just not inside the grounds. So the security guards are now sat outside, and they may stop me, but so if I turn around here, there's the new fancy main gates. Those are the studios where they do, I think, what's the Anne Robinson TV series? Weakest Link, yes, that was done in there. That actually says 007, that is the 007 stage. So anyway, yeah, before I get into trouble, let's wrap it up. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I shall find a different location somewhere else in the UK for my next episode, and my first episode regarding the quality assurance. So this is Trevor from Pinewood Studios signing off. Take it easy.